You're watching KHQA Overtime with Chris Duerr, working for you.
And this is Saturday, May the 11th, and you have indeed entered overtime. An early happy Mother's Day to one and all out there. State track and field tickets were punched around the Show Me State on this Saturday, including at both the Class 1 and Class 3 level during a massive joint sectional at Paris. Very well-run event. Parking was a little sketchy, but other than that, great day, fantastic weather. Remember, the rules of the sectional: top 4 finishers each event punch a ticket to state. Samantha Kindhart from Marion County, Class 1 shot put, 9.44 meters, good for 4th place. She's headed to Jeff City. North Shelby's Gannett Bowen right here, the freshman, throwing a best of 43.37 meters. That's 4th place as well. He is state bound along with his brother, who we talked about earlier this week as well. Boys, Class 3 high jump. Bo Hatton of Centralia starts us off with a jump of 1.88 meters, good for 3rd place. Palmyra dominating at the top, though. Luke Shepard going to finish 2nd. A jump of 1.9 meters. His good friend and teammate Carson Hicks, though, would carry the day and is starting to look very much like a legitimate state championship contender. A couple of really good jumps from Carson here as he got the momentum going. Really wasn't missing technically on his game. 1.92 meters, his best jump, good for 1st place. Speaking of guys with best jumps today, you're defending state triple jump champion. This is Blaine Bryant doing his thing in the long jump. That is a jump of 7.03 meters, a new school record on his final attempt. He was the champion of the sectional in both the triple jump and the long jump. Blaine looking like he's, yeah, everybody's fired up, including Matt Chance, looking like he's going to have a chance to make another huge podium splash next week. Meanwhile, Class 3 shot put and discus reigning champion. You know what's going to happen here. It's Kendra King doing Kendra King type things. A throw of 12.83, her best. She wasn't really happy with that, but she swept and gets the job done, heading to state in both events. Class 1 boys 100 meter, that's the famous Mr. Bugs Tipton in the middle from Green City, ran a 10.9, but Knox County's Cooper Clare finished 2nd to punch his state ticket in 11.36. Girls Class 1 100 meter. How about Canton's Lincoln Hudnut? You see her there trying to get 4th place. She would do exactly that, 13.31. She is headed off to Jeff City as well with a 4th place finish. Also in this one, Allie Husted of Bowling Green going to pull off a 4th place finish in the Class 300 as well, booking her ticket to state as well. Class 3 boys 4x2 from Paris now. Bowling Green's team of Nathaniel Mix, Tanner McGaw, Hunter Edelin, and yes, Blaine Bryant, who you see on the anchor leg, going to hold off the charge and finish 4th in a time of 1:33. They're headed to state as a group. Class 1 4x2, man, North Shelby making a splash today on a couple of different fronts. That's the team of Emmy Jones, Addie Allmeyer, Hadley Parsons, and yeah, you know what? Miss Harper Copenhaver as well, getting the job done in a time of 1:54. Sectional champs. Knox County, by the way, with a 2nd place finish. Both those two teams going to get a chance to duel again in Jefferson City. Palmyra, the story of the day on the girls' side, and man, did they carry the day. 4x2, not their best event of the day, but good enough to make some things happen. As you would see here, the team of Lauren Chaputis, Sydney Compton, Elena Lohman, and Tatum White on the finish right here in a time of 1:49. Good for 3rd place there. Keep that in mind because we're going to have better news for Palmyra. Well, we're going to have it right now. Starts right here with Haley Krager with a new school record in the javelin. She is your champion of the sectional. She is headed to state looking like a future state champion. 38.95 meters on that throw. Also good stuff right here from Elena Lohman, who's going to win the pole vault today. She made a really weird noise at the top of this. I don't know what got into her, but she didn't like it. But she finished well. 3.23 meters gives her the championship. Best of the Palmyra girls today, 4x1. New school record by this group. Again, Miss Lauren Chaputis, Elena Lohman, Bella McBride this time, and Tatum White on the anchor leg. And look at Tatum scream in the back end. She knows something's good. It took like forever for the clock to pop up the time. The time is 50.77, and yeah, they're fired up. The new school record, they're heading off with a lot of momentum as well. And again, how about the 400-meter girls? This is Harper Copenhaver doing what she does. She's going to run away from everybody. She will be a sectional champion as well. 1:02.58, your final. Palmyra, your girls team champions today. North Shelby showing out with a couple of big state qualifiers, and count them, two on the girls' side, sectional champs today. So good stuff all the way around on that front, but that is clearly not the only track we had today. Let's check out what happened today in Class 2. Your sectional champions, as we go to the graphic in this one, I couldn't find official team scores, but I'm told reliably that the Clark County boys and the Highland girls down at Mocaine both ended up winning the team sectional championships, so that's really good stuff there. Obviously, no surprise, Caden Hamner with a big day. 4 first-place finishes, including individually in the 100, the 200, and the 400, where he is the defending state champ. Pretty good day on a lot of different fronts for Mark Twain. Saw a lot of different new PRs and school records. Sam Northcutt leaves the 800-meter as your sectional champion there. No surprise, Mason McDaniel from Clark County is doing some nice work. Won both the mile and the 2-mile today. Alex Zierwa, who we talked about this week in the 300-meter hurdles for Louisiana, does the deed, stays undefeated there. Waylon DeGrave with the win on the long jump. I betrayed my guy, Clint Chamley. He told me earlier this week he throws better when I'm there with the camera. I was not there with the camera today. We were a little short-staffed, so glad you won, Clint, and glad you didn't need me. Other sectional champions as well on the girls' side, actually a few more on the boys' side as well. Gabe Bowen, no surprise there, wins the javelin yet again. Clark County with a win in the 4x1, Louisiana with that win in the 4x2, and South Shelby with wins in the 4x4 and the 4x8. On the girls' side today, as I mentioned, really good showing by Highland, led today by, no surprise, by Chevy Sharp, who has been big all season long. She wins the 400. Maggie Weaver with a great showing there. Brady Keller doubles up as well. Miss Reinberg today from Monroe City doing the deed, setting a new school record in the disc. Highland wins the 4x1 and 4x2. Again, powered by Chevy Sharp to some degree in that. Callie McWilliams, no surprise, with a triple jump championship as well there. We also had district track as Hannibal started its odyssey trying to get its way to state. Man, what a loaded district. A lot of great points scored today by Hannibal, including a pair on the girls' side of district champs. Miss Novel, as you have seen, very intense high jumper, very precise. She got the job done today under heavy pressure, and Camille Crane, who's obviously headed off to the Ivy League in Princeton to throw javelin at the D1 level, she gets the job done there as well. But for all the points they amassed today, the Hannibal boys and girls as a team could do no better than 5th. A couple of things I need to mention about Hannibal as well, not Hamilton. Kelvion Anderson finished 3rd in the long jump. Houston Morrison 4th in the disc. Trey Hoskins and Dallas Zimmer 2nd and 4th respectively in the shot put. And Cameron Davis finished 2nd in the triple jump as well. Congratulations to those gentlemen on top of those women we're already saluting right there on the screen. All right, we also had junior high school state championships contested and contended in Illinois. What a weekend it has been for Bushnell Prairie City. They finish as your team champs in 8-2A on the boys' side with 34 total points on that side of things. You know what? That is a phenomenal state championship. I need to mention that Winchester was not very far behind with a 2nd place finish in that event. By the way, some good showings as well individually there as we take a look now. You know what? Bushnell PBC, as I mentioned, getting a huge showing from Jonathan, I hope I'm pronouncing that right as we advance the graphic now, by Jonathan Harrell, who won the 100-meter yesterday. The Winchester boys also winning a 4x4 championship. Congratulations to them. Also, the Carthage boys showing out big time with a 4x4. On the girls' side, another Liberty State Championship today. That was comprised in the relays this time in the 4x2 by the team of Lexi Crow, who won a state championship individually yesterday. Also by Addie Logsdon, Kenzie Obert, and Wesley John. Congratulations to them. Again, Pleasant Hill with some great throwers, and BPC showing out in the sprints on the girls' side as well. Phenomenal stuff on all fronts, and a nice warm-up, we hope, to the high school level where we'll have some state championships later this week as well. The bad news on this day, nothing really went right for soccer. Hannibal jumped out to an early 2-0 lead in their district quarterfinal opener at Zumwalt East and ended up giving up 3 unanswered goals, including the winner in overtime. The Pirates' phenomenal season ends with a 23-2 record. Also need to mention that we've got some phenomenal finishes on the other side of things today in collegiate playoff baseball. Quincy University my goodness, you can't beat them. Walk-off grand slam to get the job done today against William Jewell. By virtue of that, you remember the Quincy University baseball team that was struggling so mightily at the beginning of the season? They are now playing for a GLVC championship tomorrow, so congratulations to the Hawks. What a way to do it. John Wood, unfortunately, their fine season comes crashing to a halt today, and they lose in walk-off fashion to ICC, who turns out to be your Region 24 champion. We're just getting warmed up here on the big show. Got a lot of signing news. We had a heck of a baseball showdown today as well, coming your way next.
You're watching KHQA Overtime with Chris Duerr, working for you.
And welcome back to Overtime, everybody. One playoff baseball game to start off our run into a really busy week. It's not good news, although we knew going into this district semifinal today down at Montgomery County, Bowling Green was going to have its hands full. They lose to the #1 seed Herman 12-2 to see their season come to an end. Regular season finale today between Illini West and Hannibal. Man, this was fun. What a fun matchup as Illini West has been red hot coming in. Top of the second, Nick Johnson is going to loop a single into shallow left field, and that stakes his Chargers to a 1-0 lead. Couldn't have placed that any better. The Pirates looking to answer. Ethan Carlisle, though, at the hot corner with some nifty glove work at third to sniff that out. Great snag, better throw down to first base at that point. Hannibal also flashing the leather in this contest. Check out Connor Asbury out in right field. This is sensational seven-worthy stuff as he's going to track this ball, go down, and still come up with it at the back end of it. Top of the third, Colby Robertson trying to get things restarted and reignited for the Chargers in this one. He's going to hit a two-out double right here, but you know what? A little good fortune for Kane Wilson is he's going to miss a barrel and do some weak contact, I should say. And Sean Watkins is going to be induced into it as Colton Dryden at short pulls off the unassisted double play to end the threat. Bottom of the fourth, it's 1-0 still. But after some nice pitching right there by Nick Johnson, as he was kind of showing out as well. Bottom of the fourth, Grayson Crable's going to come back here with a two-out single to right that ties us up. At this point, a one apiece as he massages the line with that one. Timely defense and some hops by Wesley Robertson is going to avoid making it any worse as he's just barely going to beat the runner to the bag, which would have scored a run. We're still tied at one at that point. Top of the fifth, Colby Robertson does restart things right here with a single to center. Wes Robertson is going to do his thing, singling to center as well. And that sets up Sean Watkins again, helping to reclaim the lead in this one, making it 2-1 in favor of the Chargers. Bottom of the fifth, Hannibal's going to answer right back in this one. It's Waylon Anders' turn. He's going to equalize the score with a seeing eye single to the right side of the infield. So it's 2-2. Huge sixth inning, the top of the sixth for the Chargers. And this one starts off with Ethan Carlisle with a single, then Nick Johnson helping his own cause with a single as well. And then Mr. Kinnaman is going to drop one of the better bunts we've seen all year to load the bases. And man, are the Chargers going to take advantage of that at the expense of Kane Wilson. Carter Chapin going to step up and deliver. Your leadoff hitter ordinarily kind of in the four spot because of the inning in his position. He's going to look like a four-spot hitter, driving home a run right there, making it 3-2. Then Colby Robertson's grounder right here induces a bad throw home, trying to get the lead runner. There's still no outs, and now it's a 4-2 game. Wes Robertson, the king of the RBI this season, going to deliver the sac fly. Then it's Sean Watkins with a single, and yeah, it was just over at that point. Illini West still red hot. They win this game today by the final count of 7-2. On the baseball scoreboard, not a lot going on today, as you would expect, with regionals and districts and everything coming tomorrow, or I should say on Monday. Central a winner in that resumption game over Q&D at Camp Point today. I believe they picked that up in the fourth inning after the rain earlier this week. No runs scored today, but Central gets the win 3-2, and Macomb jumps all over Beardstown today. 16-6 was your final in that contest. On the softball diamond today, huge win for the Pleasant Hill Wolves as they take down Carlinville in 11 innings, as you saw flash right there. McKinley Lowe pitched all 11. She was having some elbow problems, apparently no more. She pitched the entire distance, gave up 8 hits, struck out 8, and gets the win today. Also today, Beardstown falls to Havana 6-5, but in that contest, Shelby Goodrich picked up her 100th career strikeout. Quincy Notre Dame, as you saw there, was a winner today over Illini West, 6-0, and Southeastern jumps all over Central today. 11-1 was your final in that contest. Also some tennis to pass along. Your new Western Big Six co-champs are the Quincy Blue Devils. We talked about it last night. Alleman comes all the way back to tie them and share the lead with 8 points today. But congratulations to Ethan Stark, Trevor Nelson, and the team of Anderson Knapp and Jason Darien, who all pick up medals.
You're watching KHQA Overtime with Chris Duerr, working for you.
Well, time now to attend to the many college signing celebrations that seem to comprise our entire week. Friday's festivities in Pittsfield were actually a twin win for Westminster College in Fulton, Missouri. We talked yesterday about the Blue Jay basketball program's Eli Mendenhall grab. The golf squad also secured a Saki of its own in Lucas Nichols, who is still relatively new to the game but rising fast.
It's a good sport. I really love golf. My dad introduced me to it when I was a freshman, and I just started hitting those foam golf balls in the backyard, and I really grown to love the game. Well, definitely my dad helping me, coaching me. It's nice because you can have like a full-time golf coach when it's your dad. But I want to go into the business field. I like Westminster because it's a smaller like school, only like 11 kids per class, so it's going to be pretty similar to what I'm used to now.
There was no formal gathering for the affair, but talented South Shelby #1 golfer Jaron Durbin also cast his college lot this week. One of the Clarence Cannon Conference's top talents, Jaron is bound for that powerhouse Columbia College program to further both his education and his career. We wish him the best. He's an awful fun guy to watch, certainly really good with the flat stick. Well, the first family of Macomb volleyball is exporting another frontline hitter to the college level. Taylor Adair will go the JUCO route for her first 2 seasons, joining that powerhouse Carl Sandburg program.
For all of you. This means a lot for me. I've been putting in work since I was in 4th grade, and it's just really a great opportunity for me to continue my volleyball career, and I'm really excited to go to Carl Sandburg. I'm super excited to play with them. They're all hard workers. The girls, we're going to be great teammates with each other, and I'm excited to hopefully maybe make it to nationals this year. I know they've been close in the past, but just taking it to the next level is going to be super exciting for me. I love my sisters. They build me up in every way, on and off the volleyball court.
No, I've watched her since she's been a freshman. You know, her energy, she could play any position there is. Comes from a great family, knows volleyball, and I'm about getting volleyball players, and that's what I do.
I plan to go for 2 years, start my gen eds, and hopefully become an elementary education teacher, and then move on to a 4-year. I just really love helping kids, and I think it's a good opportunity for me, and I think that it's something that I would want to do for a long time, and just make an impact on other kids' lives.
Oh, Bomber Matthew Bright is a man of some very unique athletic talents. Pole vaulter, dynamic on the ball soccer guy, mid-distance runner. He was not ready to give up on any of that. At Monmouth, he won't have to as a dual sports signee.
At first, it was a lot of pressure to only continue soccer at Monmouth next year, but I was actually at an indoor meet this early spring at Monmouth, and Coach Johnson came up to me, and he found out I was continuing my soccer career at Monmouth, and he wanted me to continue running track for him. So the season picked up a little bit, got state qualifying times in the 400 and in pole vault, and I wanted to see how far I can go, so I'm going to continue that as well next year. I still got a few good years at soccer ahead of me. I've been troubled with some hamstring issues, but I think if I stick with it and I take care of my body, that I'll have a few good years there. No, it definitely was not too easy. We definitely have on the smaller side of teams for soccer, but I think we treat it more as a companionship. We're here to have fun. We know we're not the biggest size or not the best quality, but we treat it more as a brotherhood, and for that instance, when it comes to track, it's more of an individual, so you succeed as much as the work you put in, so that kind of makes me want to continue track a little bit more because I don't have to rely on anyone else. I can just rely on myself. I haven't thought too much about the academic career I'm going to continue, but looks like I'm going to continue environmental science for now and maybe transfer something into architecture or something outdoors.
You're watching KHQA Overtime with Chris Duerr, working for you.
And a quick shout out tonight before we get out of here to Quincy Junior High golfer Natalie Druffel, who won a prep tour event today over in Springfield at Lincoln Green. She fired an 86, won that event in a playoff, and won the 13 to 15-year-old girls age group. She's a future Quincy Notre Dame Lady Raider, but she also, by virtue of her victory, she gets an invite to the Nota Begay III National Junior Championship in July. So congratulations to Miss Natalie. That's awesome stuff. As I mentioned, Zach has some signing news tomorrow, and obviously we'll be monitoring Quincy University's amazing run through the GLVC tournament with a chance to win that thing tomorrow. So all of that, and then coming around on Monday, we reset. We've got districts, regionals, any kind of playoffs imaginable. They're starting to happen this week and in full force. So going to be a fun couple of weeks as we count it down. And by the way, guys, just 2 more overtimes for the school year after tonight. Next week also, state track and field, one of my favorite weekends down in Jefferson City. That should be a ton of fun. And again, we've got a lot of chances to win some big, big prizes down there and get a lot of podium placements, maybe even a few team championships like the Bowling Green boys last year. Guys, I'm all out of time. A happy Mother's Day out there to all the mothers, stepmoms, nanas, grandmas, you know, whatever. All of you. We love you. We appreciate you. And thanks for all you do for all of us.